Shalom Israel, this is your brother Yezreela from the Northern Kingdom, bringing some edification for you Negro, Latino, and Indigenous who are the biblical Israelites. And I'm doing these lessons as the Most High has given me the power and intelligence to do. Call Halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham Rakakadash, that Yahweh being the name of the Lord, not Jehovah or God or Yah or Ahaya, it's Yahweh, the creator of all, the Ancient of Days. Bahasham is in the name of, and Yahweh Shai is the one you guys call Jesus or the Christ, figuratively speaking. And we give double honor to our elders in GMS where we learn this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways, giving the 100% truth day and night. Shalom to you and your household. And shalom to the elect of the nation of Israel, Labakarium, the Hebrew, they're about to be saved. Shalom to you. And shalom to the speckled birds among the heathen nations that look like the heathen nations, but return to the house of Israel and are being edified by these videos. Shalom to you. What are we going to be speaking about? The nation of Edom, okay, which are their ancient forefather would be Esau, which Esau means wasted away. And then their descendants are known as Edom, which Edom means red. And if you see in this picture, if you know this is from the movies, this is what you would call Hellboy from these like DC and Marvel comics. They saw this guy on vacation and they said this got to be Hellboy on vacation. And nobody else, this is not a Chinese person, this is not an Arab person, this is what you would call a Caucasian person. Because that's who they are according to the scriptures in Genesis 25 and 25. Okay, the only people that could turn red. The rest of the people in the world are different shades of brown. Okay, they have what you call melanin, or protection from the sun. These are the only people that have no protection of the sun. These are the people that have to buy sunblock. Okay, that is not natural. Okay, so you're telling me that the Lord created people so the sun hates them? These are the people that are getting skin cancer like crazy. Okay, but we're going to go into the scriptures because a lot of people are saying they can be saved. They just got to call upon the name of the Lord. But you have to understand that the Lord already gave judgment to all these nations before even the New Testament came. Okay? So there's judgment for every nation on earth. And I don't care if you call yourself a Christian, a Catholic. Damn, you could be a damn Buddhist. You're about to get judgment from the Lord. So this is about the nation of Edom. Okay? This is Ezekiel 25 and 12. Thus saith the Lord power, because that Edom, the red people, has dealt against the house of Judah, you so-called African Americans, by taking vengeance, and has greatly offended and revenged himself upon them. Okay? So he's talking about what you would call Babylon. Because when they did in Babylon, they were helping the Babylonians. And you can read about that in the book of Hosea, and we might go there too. Bring this all the way around. Therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will also stretch out my hand upon Edom. So when he's saying he's going to stretch out his arm, he's talking about judgment. He's about to bring that pin pan out and give that big old clap, that big old hit upon Edom, so-called Caucasian people, and will cut off man and beast from it. You ever went to church and nobody even the church says, oh, these are these people in the Bible. These are these people, because they don't want you to know. If you find out who you are, then they're going to find out who the Edomites are. And it might be very uncomfortable. Well, guess what? We ain't powder coating shit around here. We're telling the truth, and we don't care how you feel about it. The Edomites are the so-called Caucasian people. We call Europeans. Okay, you so-called Americans, British, French, German, Dutch, South Africans, so on and so forth. The people that have genocided the whole world. The Lord is about to cut you off, man and beast, from it. And I will make it desolate from Teman and they of Dedan. And Teman and Dedan are ancient cities of the Edomites. And they shall fall by the sword, because the ancient weapon they were blessed with was a sword. But the modern day sword would be a so-called machine gun. Okay? This is why they're always developing missiles and faster guns that can shoot more bullets. The Lord of War, right? Because their blessing is the sword. Verse 14. And we're going to get to the point right here. And I will lay my vengeance, because remember it says, people always remind you, hey, the vengeance is the Lord. Of course, vengeance is the Lord, but the Lord is going to give you a little something here. And I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. So the Lord is about to let us get our lick back, man. Payback. That's right. The Lord is going to give us spiritual power, because you have to understand that these people are going to start unfolding robots, androids, drones, genetically modified soldiers. So, I mean, we as just regular people can't do nothing about it. But the Lord is going to give us spiritual power to go against what you would call the power of today, the Egypt of today, the Babylon of today. Because what happened during the time of Egypt, the Lord raised up Egypt just to knock it down, to show his power. So now he left these Edomites to rise up, to become so powerful that nobody can say nothing about them. And the Lord is about to destroy them. Just like Egypt fell, and Egypt was shit after the Israelites left. Egypt never became a powerhouse, never again. It was just downhill after that. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury, and they shall know my vengeance. Who saith? Saith the Lord God, Yahweh power. Okay, so let's go to the book of Obadiah. One chapter, right? Let me start at verse 3. Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thy heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cliffs of the rocks. Who is he talking the cliffs of the rocks? He's talking about you Caucasians. Okay? Who's living in the cliffs of the rocks? That's what the Caucasus Mountains? Cave dwellers. Okay? Who habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle. Wait a minute. The people that run in the cliffs of the rocks, and the people that use the emblem of the eagle, who could that be? And thou that set thy nest among the stars, the people that said they went to the moon in 1969, that's all bullshit. We all know that it was fake, man. So, good luck with that. Thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. And let's get to the point. Yeah, we'll start at 8 because it mentions what we just read. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men of Edom, and understanding of the mountain of Esau? And thy mighty men of Teman, right? They mentioned Teman and Dedan, shall be dismayed, to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. Okay? For thy violence, it's going to show why. For thy violence against thy brother Jacob, you blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, what these crackers did to us, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. 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 Okay? And it explains why. Even more. In detail. In that day that thou stoodest in the other side, it's talking about when the Babylonians came, okay, to take over the Judites. In that day thou stoodest on the other side, in the day that the strangers carried away captives his forces, and foreigners entered into his gates, and cast lots upon Jerusalem, even thou was as with them. Okay? But thou shouldest not have looked on the day of thy brother, in the day that he became a stranger, neither should you have rejoiced over their children of Judah in the day of their destruction, neither shouldest thou have spoken proudly in the day of distress. Why? Because now that's all coming back. And the Lord has recorded every little thing, every little sand, every little thing that these people said that nobody saw. The Lord saw it. Verse 13, thou shouldest not have entered into the gates of my people in the day of their calamity. Yeah, thou shouldest not have looked on their affliction in the day of their calamity, nor have laid hands on their substance in the day of their calamity. Neither shouldst thou have stood in the crossway to cut off those of his that did escape. Because he was telling the Babylonians, look, they're trying to get away. Come and get them. Get these over here. To cut off those of his that did escape. Neither shouldst thou have delivered up those of his that did remain in the day of distress. For the day of the Lord is near upon all heathen. Anybody who's not of the nation of Israel are heathens, and they're about to get their judgment. As thou hast done, it shall be done unto thee. Thy reward shall return upon thy hand. I don't care if you're calling yourself a Christian, a Baptist, Seventh-day Adventist. Prepare slaughter, because the Lord is coming with a sword. Here we go, verse 18. And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame. That's the northern kingdom, northern and southern kingdom. And the house of Esau for stubble. And they shall kindle in them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau. Why? For the Lord has spoken it. These people's day are short, and they know it. The judgment upon these devils is close, and there is nothing that could be done. And we're going to see the destruction, the fall of their empire. We're going to see where they go into chains, and we're going to see their judgment, brothers and sisters. Be patient. Have the patience of the saints, for all who that wait comes to them. Call halal Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Barakatham Rakakadash. And we give double honors to our elders in GMS who taught us this truth. Shalom to the apostles, the bishops, and to the men down on the highways and byways giving the 100% truth. Shalom to you. And shalom to the brothers and sisters that are following us and the elect sisters. Shalom.